Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to cut off an old Phalaenopsis bloom spike and get your Phalaenopsis to rebloom again with a new spike. A Phalaenopsis the newest spike will always come under the third leaf, which in this case 1, 2, 3, the spike has already actually started forming. So although I'm going to be removing this spike here, it has already got a second spike on it. Now what I've done with this spike before we cut it off is I'll just show you. It was in bloom, and when the blooms are finished I cut it off at about 1/3 up right there, and what it did was it actually bloomed a second time. When that second time was done blooming, I cut it off a few inches above that, and let's see if I can focus on it there. Anyways, right there. And it actually bloomed a third time. The third bloom has still got one flower on it. And although this flower is still looking not bad, I am going to remove the whole spike this time instead of trying to get it to rebloom again. Now, the reason I'm going to remove that spike is it has already actually got another spike coming up right here, which is full of flowers already. So just to make it a nice looking orchid, I'm going to remove this straggly old flower and just have the new spike right there. So what we want to do is always sterilize our cutting instruments. In this case I'm going to use rubbing alcohol and a pair of scissors. So I'll be right back after I sterilize the scissors. Alright, I just sterilized the scissors. They're actually still wet with alcohol. And so what I'm going to do is cut this spike right down pretty much as low as it'll get, because we don't want it to be sticking out and in the way of other future spikes. So I will just go in, and they're fairly tough. You gotta give it a good cut. And there we go. I managed to cut it right off there. So there's the lonely last flower on that spike. But as I say, we have a new spike here. And so it really does take very little to get a Phalaenopsis to rebloom. If this one didn't already have a spike on it, it would just be a matter of giving it a few weeks of a cooler than normal temperature. So if your house is normally at 70 degrees, you probably want to cool this down to about 60-65 degrees, and then it would form a new spike shortly. I just brought over this Phalaenopsis to show you as well. It's got a few new spikes coming on it. So a few months ago I cut off the old bloom just like I did with the one that you've seen. And if you look under here, let me get down here, you can see there's actually two new spikes coming out on that one. And remember the 3-leaf rule? Well, we're not going to count the baby leaf because it hasn't grown, but there's the 1 leaf, 2 leaf, and then that's the 3rd leaf there, and underneath the 3rd leaf there is your spike. I just thought I'd show you one more Phalaenopsis in spike. This one was cut off probably 3 or 4 months ago and has started to respike again. And again with that whole 3-leaf rule, if you look under the 3rd leaf, I'm going to swing it around this way, there you can see the spike. So this spike is almost ready to bloom again. If we follow it up, there's the first bud on it there. And that is the whole cycle. From cutting off the bloom, to getting it to respike, to nearly reblooming again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.